Down to our age-old traditions as per usual. Honey, how are you? How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm okay. Ivar, how are you today?
What's up?
Jet, how are you today?
How we doing?
Wellen, how are you? Hello?
Uh, can you hear me? I said I'm all right.
Alrighty. And Milo, you have fallen into the unfortunate position of last and go fuck yourself.
Yay.
How are you today?
I'm doing alright.
That's good.
I just noticed our names are almost the alphabet. H-I-J-L-M-N. We're just missing the K.
What the fuck? That's weird.
Okay. Well, that's fine. We're gonna go
So
ahead.
then maybe the first enemy we fight will be kobolds.
Mm,
I see what you did there.
And we'll steal one.
we're gonna
We'll
go.
get Josh the kobold on our team.
We're gonna go ahead and get started. So, welcome everybody to session 1 of this new game. I'm opening up everybody's player tabs. Cool. H-I-J-L. Wow. Okay. Okay. All right.
Is it too late to rename Riku?
Yes. I've written too much. It's too late. Soft winds rustle tall blades of grass, bending with grace under a pastel sky. The scent of sea salt, mushroom broth, and sun-warmed petals dances through the air. Somewhere a wooden wind chime sings its crooked tune as glowing insects blink lazily in the shade of wide fungi caps. This is Obojima, the Isle of Long Winds and Winding Whispers, a place where the wild and the wondrous are neighbors, where tea-brewing toads offer directions, spirit birds nest in chimneys, and the grass always grows taller when no one's watching. The Festival of First Winds is beginning in Matango Village, and for a brief moment even the monsters seem to rest. Lanterns are strung between crooked poles and mushroom stems, children dash through puddles of bioluminescent waters, and elders sip green tea from cracked porcelain cups as bards tune lutes and local hunters, like Riku Sunfield, hang strips of meat to dry in the breeze. And you all? Well, you're here. Maybe you came for peace, maybe for answers, maybe just to see what the wind carries next. But the island? Well, the island has other plans, because beneath its mossy skin, Obojima remembers. The tall grass whispers your names. We're going to go ahead and start like this. Because be it whether or not you live here or whether or not you've stumbled upon here, you're all here in Matango Village. We're going to go ahead and start with. We'll just go narratively down the line. Honey, go ahead and describe your character.
Um, so she is a hybrid. Um,
A Simic hybrid.
uh, yeah,
Oh,
Simic
I
hybrid.
forgot to read this.
And well, wait, what do you want to know?
No, I was just talking to myself.
Just
I
describe
forgot
yourself.
that Jasper gave me some notes that I have to read.
Yeah.
Uh, yes, she's a hybrid. Um, she's very literal in the sense, um, not very socially acclimated. Uh, I don't know what else you want me to say.
What she looks like.
Oh, she's not very tall. But she has black hair, these like big yellow eyes that are almost like split. That's from her feline trait, and she has ears and a tail.
Okay. Ivar, your turn.
He is a Goliath. He has bluish green skin. He has long black/brown dreads, and he's covered with tats. And he's got tattoos all over his body. He
Oh.
kind of has more of a open wardrobe. Kind of has an open vest, a lot of belts, a lot of satchels and holsters.
All right. Jet.
Well, Jet is one of the younger ones of the to be group. He's a gunslinger, as y'all can obviously see. He's a bit of short, being a solid 5'5", but he does make up with it with the brown hair. No, Gizmo, no.
I don't know how you make up for height with brown hair.
Yeah, I guess you'll find out.
Okay.
He's like, it's a town, man.
Okay.
Other than that, it's just standard gunslinger stuff.
Okay.
Definitely a resident of the town.
Oh yeah. I believe based off of your backstory, you likely would not have an actual home in the town proper, but in the outskirts.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, Llewellyn,
Yeah, just a second.
is it
Was
Llewellyn
putting.
or is it Llewellyn?
It's actually Llewellyn.
Llewellyn. Gotcha.
Llewellyn. Yeah, it's Welsh by origin.
Here's the hilarious part. I've done nothing but
I look
reading
at
all this, so I don't have pronunciations.
no. I did look up the actual pronunciation of it, and I think the technical pronunciation is like Llewellyn, but I would rather it be Llewellyn for
Llewellyn.
easier pronunciation.
Yeah,
Okay.
that also gives me the proper chance to have somebody literally mock you by calling you Lou Ellen.
Say I'm gonna take a lead.
Yeah, it's fine. So yeah, Llewellyn was born in Matangle Village. He was born to a simple farmer. His father, Rupert Blackthorne, was a musician. His mother passed away while he was young as a casualty of Gorad the Gruesome's raid on villages. Gorad used to rule over what was the region again? Mount Arbora. Before he was conquered and defeated by Horus Redgrave. Um, his father would pass away much later when Llewellyn was 21 from disease. Llewellyn followed in his father's footsteps and studied to be a bard. He would use his father's lute, in fact, to entertain the masses. Llewellyn usually tries to keep himself looking prim and proper and presentable. Where's my picture? Where's the pictures? Is it here? Yeah.
Campfire
He
canvas.
usually likes to dress in a purple cape, and is often wearing some type of trench coat, and he is always seen with his blue lute his father gave him. He's got green eyes, black hair, usually sports a prim and proper goatee. Yeah, and he's about average height and average weight. And he is a bard.
Finally, Milo.
Milo looks he's fairly tall, about 6'2" ish. A little tannish skin with longish brown hair. He looks fairly simple but high spirited. Um, and he's in fairly basic clothes, with a fairly sized backpack on him, with not much uh gear that you can see. He's very young at may like just looks about 18, not even in his 20s.
Yeah, my character is about the mid-20s, I think, is what he was.
And that's about it.
Was I supposed to say any backstory stuff or just his appearance? I kind of checked out of it while I was making my food.
I think it was
I
just introducing
I
yourself.
aimed at
Okay,
at appearance, but you know,
that's fine. I could always do it again anyway. Do RP.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Then I have this here actually.
Sorry. Just have the red. I'm water somehow.
And then we'll just, do a self-insert of my DMPC who'll be here to provide aid when asked, advice when asked, information if he knows it, all that fun stuff. Because everybody knows him and everybody loves him. You got your good
Hi.
pal here in Matengo Village,
What?
Rico Sunfield, who carries the look of someone born to walk the quiet paths between trees. At 19 years old, he stands lean and strong at 5'10", with a swimmer's build giving him a graceful, easy movement, like a reed bending with the breeze rather than bracing against it. His sunlight blonde hair is always tied up in a neat ponytail, loose strands catching the light when the wind picks up, framing a face that wears both warmth and watchfulness. His amber eyes are perhaps his most striking feature, golden, alert, and full of a steady kindness, like autumn sunlight filtering through tall grass. There's always a bit of dirt on his hands, a smudge of pollen or ash on his cheek, and a quiet smile reserved for those who treat the land gently. Riku wears a worn pair of seafoam green coveralls, the kind with one suspender always left unbuckled, thrown over a simple white t-shirt. His clothes smell faintly of cedar, smoke, and wildflowers. A single leather pauldron rests on his left shoulder, not flashy, just practical, with a loop where the quiver hangs diagonally across his back, the bow resting over one shoulder like an afterthought. And that will be your, I want to say, guide, friend, confidant, just all that fun stuff.
Where's the brothel at?
Excuse me?
Oh, is there not one of those in Matango Village?
Now we transition to a festival in bloom. The music drifts between strings of paper lanterns, each glowing like bottled fireflies. Around the central well, laughter bubbles like swarm tea as stalls open up, selling sweet mushroom buns, crispy fried beetle wings glazed in syrup, and bitter root candy that numbs the tongue. If you'll open the map, sadly I do not have a festival version of the map, just a basic version, but, we'll have to utilize just a little bit of theater of the mind. And, whatever the stickers allow for. The sun is beginning to dip, casting peach gold light across Matango's crooked roofs. A festival is blooming in real time, and each of you probably has a reason to be here. And let's figure that out. I have 5 of you, so let's see. All right. I need all of you to pick a number 1 through 5, and you can't pick the same number.
3.
4.
Okay?
2.
Jet and Honey, your options are 1 and 5.
5.
Jet's 1.
Well, I guess so. My wife was distracted me.
All right.
You're welcome.
Somebody tell me when.
When?
Alrighty. Who chose 4?
Me.
Alright. Okay. Ivar, you and Honey are entering the village. The smell hits before anything else. Roasted mushroom skewers, caramelized yam pies, and the tang of salty air woven with incense smoke. Ivar, your boots sink softly into warm loam as the cobbled path ahead widens. Matango Village revealing itself like a page in an unwritten story. Bright paper fish flutter from strings. A child runs past with glowing paint smeared across their cheeks. Somewhere a drum thumps in lazy time. Honey beside you, Honey, beside you, the wind is wrong. It carries music and sugar and sweat, but beneath it there is something older. Faint, curious, the grass seems to lean slightly toward you, just a hair more than it should, watching. A few villagers glance your way, especially at Ivar's size and Honey's cat-like grace, but no one stares for long. This is Obojima, after all. Strange is simply a Tuesday. A wooden sign at the path's edge reads Festival of the First Winds, Trade, Tunes, and Tall Tales, with someone having added beneath it in charcoal, try the prawn buns or else. I do need this. I guess I need to make this one statement once again, as I did, but everybody else was gone. Slightly more roleplay heavy. Y'all do need to talk just a little bit more.
Huh.
We're gonna go ahead and
Uh,
add both Ivar and Honey as you are entering the village down here to the southeast. And there you go.
Well, honey, let's see what the locals have. We have to
Okay.
have to spend the night somewhere. I don't exactly have my ship.
I should.
Yeah. I don't know where the locals would even keep their docks.
Okay. Honey's gonna kind of like grab on the fabric that's like on the side of his shirt and following him.
As Ivar's gonna go more towards in town. As he's looking for a tavern or something to deal with like fishing equipment.
Well, luckily
That is
for
what
you,
he's looking for.
luckily for you, the first thing that you see on your right, the first thing you see as you enter into town is on your left is the and labeled a sign aiming towards the bridge for people who are entering the village, as well as there is going to be another sign posted above the door. To the left is the Lantern Keeper's local chapter house, and to the right is the Prancing Prawn, and it is the closest thing to a tavern that you've pretty much immediately seen.
Well, it looks like we have a couple places. Maybe one of these two would do. As long as we are sea wrecked, then we at least have some place to rest our weary sea legs. Commoner.
Yeah, it's the closest thing that I've got, and I'm literally throwing this together as we have the opportunity.
If anybody's a noble, here's your chance to be like, huh, commoner.
What's the name of the festival again, Jasper?
It is, I wrote it down. I have it written down. Let me go back to my notes. It is the Festival of the First Winds.
Okay.
Um, you all head into town. You two head into town, taking note of everything that is going on. Ivar, a halfling child bumps into your leg, startled by their own clumsiness and quick movement. They gasp at your height, look up at you, and then immediately offer you a stick of candied fish with a shy welcome.
How are you doing, landlubber? Do you know where the fish market would be?
No fish market, at least not now, but a lot's going on with the Festival of Lights. Or sorry, Festival of First Winds. I'm an idiot.
Hmm.
That was first campaign.
I'm so first campaign coded.
It's fine. So no fish markets. What about any buccaneers or seamen?
I don't think you're allowed to say that word, and the child rushes off.
What? Have they not heard of sailors before?
You hear a
Let's
child.
go, honey.
You hear an animated voice from around the corner say, "He said seaman."
Maybe I should have said swab.
More modern campaigns calls for more modern childishness. Uh, honey, a black cat
Mm.
stares at you from a rooftop. The moment that you make eye contact with it, it seems to bow before vanishing over the crest of the roof.
I want to follow it.
As you both start moving past the prancing prawn, I'm realizing I need an image for her. A young woman in an apron, dusted with flour and voice like honey steeped in whiskey,
Mm.
waves you both over.
Ivar will take the gesture. He'll go over.
Let me decide. I will pick out an image. Um, God damn the amount of AI art. Tumblr it is. Nope, not the image of a woman flashing her tits. That's not going to be kosher for this. Surprised that's still on Tumblr. Oh, maybe hashtag barmaid, hashtag OC. Okay. Perfect. That's actually a perfect. I immediately got a good image. Okay. Let me just drop this into. I have a name for it. It is not the gods, not the map.
Wayfarers?
Ooh, the
The Wayfarers or the Tall
Wayfarer's
Grass?
Almanac. That's locations.
Might be
The
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 Tall
Tall
Grass.
Grass Gallery,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Now I have an image of her. Let's upload it for y'all to see. And this is Sarah of the Prancing Prawn. Here we go. There we go. Lol. Okay. As y'all approach, she says, Oi, you two look like you've wrestled the wind itself. Come, have something worn. New folks, eh?
Aye,
Festival's the best
aye.
time to meet trouble before it knows your name.
Aye, you wouldn't be wrong. I'm actually looking for any seafaring. Do you have any uh, lads or landlubbers that may know a little bit about the sea?
Not here in Matengo Village, no.
Hmm.
I don't know if you've noticed, but we're a little more inland, if I'm remembering the map correctly.
Well,
How does one wrestle the wind?
Matengo.
it is a phrase.
Oh yeah, Matengo is significantly inland.
Yeah, we're in the forest.
If you're looking for if you're sorry, if you're looking for fishing, you might want to try down in Tidewater Village or at Yataman.
Do you mind if you kind of draw on my map? When I try and look on my compass, it blimey goes haywire.
Obojima hat tends to have that on outside tech. Do you have a map of the island or?
No, not really.
Okay. Um, well, you can try your luck with the stalls at the festival. I'm sure somebody has a map that they're willing to part with. And once that happens, you can come back here and I'll mark it for you. But here, and she offers you both some festival tokens. When you come back, first drink's on me. You know, unless you're a spirit, in which case I demand 2 songs instead.
I appreciate the courtesy.
And then she just sort of ushers you towards the center of the village and into the festival.
How about we investigate what we can. Try and find what we can from other lads and the non-seafarers. And then we rest at that inn. I have enough doubloons where we can take a night or two, I'm sure.
And
Honey's kind of looking at him, just like, okay, I'm, I'm just gonna follow you.
and you both head in towards the festival. All right, now I need Honey.
Hmm.
Sorry, Honey, Llewellyn, Jet, and Milo. Pick a number between 1 and 4. Can't be the same number.
4.
1.
2.
Leaving Milo with 3.
Yeah.
All right. And I said it left Milo with 3?
Yep.
All right, Milo, you're up next.
um,
1 second. And just to make sure that I have my notes correctly so I remember what I told you. So I'm going to try and keep this as orderly as possible so I don't have to hunt back thoroughly for things or make new bullshit up on the spot. I told you Tidewater or Yadamon, correct?
for
And this is for Ivar, who asked for directions. Did they both suddenly just disappear?
No, I'm here.
I told you Tidewater or Yadamon?
Yes, Tidewater Yanaman is
Okay.
where I would need to go for seafaring.
Gotcha. Okay. Milo, we'll go ahead and
yes.
add we will go ahead and add you to the map down here. And honestly, let me just go ahead and do you are I believe your parents or grandparent, whatever you call
Grandparents,
them.
yeah.
They're alive, right?
There. Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. So we will go ahead and add. And we'll actually move you here and put them here. And we got Herman. Oh, you're already beating me to it. All right. Perfect. All right. Milo, the smell of the village is different today. Normally it's smoke and hay and damp shoes left too long by the door, but now it's spice and music and 1,000 voices stirring the breeze. Matango is alive in a way it hasn't been all year, and you know why. The Festival of the First Winds isn't just a day of celebration, it's the start of the season where anything can happen, where strangers arrive, where shadows stretch, and where the wind speaks. You're by your grandparents' farmstead on the southern edge of the village square. Lucy is gently arguing with Herman about how much to charge for the pickled yams this year, and you're doing your best not to laugh, likely. A small basket of farm-grown herbs sits beside your feet, and every few minutes someone walks by and says, "Afternoon, Milo. You're taller again, huh? Say hi to your grandma for me, will you?" You've lived in Matango most of your life. You know the way the breeze shifts before a rainstorm, the squeaky gate behind the prancing prawn, the way Rico calls your name when a new shipment of jerkies come in. You're part of the rhythm here, and yet something's off. Not bad, just different. Someone new is in town. Actually, maybe more than one. Lucy, your grandmother, is watching the square and murmurs, "See that tall fella by the well? I've seen old oak trees smaller than him. Wonder what he's doing here."
I can I can keep an ear out for it.
You two go ahead and move your characters towards the well now, Ivar and Honey. That's a fair placement. We're gonna give, since everybody's giving themselves colors, there you go. Barely noticeable.
I blend into the depth.
Oh yeah. Oh, don't get into too much trouble today, Milo.
When was the last time I got into too much trouble?
Your mother gives
It's
you
always just enough trouble.
your grandmother gives you a very pointed look at that. Enjoy the
I keep it
festival.
to a minimum.
Enjoy the festival.
Is there anything y'all want me to bring back?
No. If I can get Herman to agree to the price for the pickled yams, then we're set for the evening. Your grandfather just looks stubborn and quiet.
Um, just as I'm about to head out, I'll whisper into Herman's ear. When was the last time you won one of these?
That remark alone earns a deep grumble from Herman.
And then I'll head out. Probably make my way over to Riku's. Uh, see if there's any uh spiced meats.
As you're moving across the square, you do catch sight of Ivar and Honey. Whether or not you're cautious or curious, that's all based upon you. But towards the front, and I will actually go ahead and add our good friend Riku, who will be here.
I'll probably just give a little ear to them as I'm passing by, see if I catch anything
Well,
of to why they're here.
well,
But
as you're passing by, anyways, you hear whispers, and mostly someone muttering about a strange girl with golden eyes and clawed fingers near the river's edge. Don't move yourself, honey. That's not you. But as you are approaching towards Riku, go ahead and choose your path on your way up there. Riku, who spots you, calls from his usual place of handing out smoked venison strips from his stall near the well. "Milo, you're of age now, aren't you? Might be time we actually got you in the woods instead of just talking about it. But today's no hunt.
about time.
But today's no hunt. Today's a moment. So go have one."
Did you have any new meats for the special meats for the event?
Got my hands on boar. It's a
Can I swipe a slice?
tougher meat. I made sure to spice it well, but yeah.
Yes.
And don't worry, everybody. I did also. It's gonna come up eventually, and this is in regards to Jet. We did give a child a gun. But anyways, Milo. Uh, Well, as Riku stands behind his folding table that's set beneath the linen awning, its edges fluttering in the breeze like lazy wings, he reaches down for one of the cuts of meat with methodical care. Um, each plate of meat labeled with scrawled chalk signs, and behind him a roasting pit crackles where a full boar haunch glistens over open flame, dusted by something dark red and sharp.
Riku will just notice a little bit of dribble coming out the side of my mouth.
Yeah, track this near Cradle Hill. Ate roots full of spice bark, so the meat's already got a kick, you know? Figured I'd match it with a glaze of honey, rum, and ghost root. Oh, don't tell your grandma I used her jar stash.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
And then he moves towards the haunch, makes a slice, and then brings it over on a waxed leaf, steam curling off of it like breath from a dragon's mouth.
As soon as I have it in my hands, that's when my mouth will really start watering over.
Still
And I'll
think,
just take like a giant bite of it as soon as I can.
still thinking about joining me on a run?
Heck yeah,
Might be time
I've waited
soon.
long enough.
Might be time soon. Tall grass has been louder than usual. Loud with nothing makes the animals real quiet and real off. I did see a couple of odd folk wander in earlier. One's built like a tree, the other moves like her shadow doesn't know which direction to follow. Could be we're in for more than just the festival. Hey, head down to the Prancing
Sounded
Prawn.
like it.
Head down
What
to
are
the
you doing?
Prancing Prawn. Sarah's been on about her and I gotta remember what I called them. Prawn buns.
All right.
And probably be able to get in and get in on the run after the festival concludes.
All right. Uh, as soon as I finish just devouring the slab of meat, I'll probably like jog down over to the Prince and Prawn.
All right.
Give a quick wave to Riku as a thank you.
Riku just smiles and nods and waves back as you head past. His gaze briefly drifting towards Honey and Ivar, who are standing by the well, but trying not to be too noticeable about it. All right, Milo, Honey, or sorry, not Milo, Honey, Llewellyn, Jet, number 1 through 3,
3.
1.
leaving Llewellyn with 2. And we will be moving on to Llewellyn.
Okay.
Give me just a second. Making sure my notes are set.
You got my message?
I did, and I messaged you back.
Okay. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, okay.
Llewellyn, somewhere beneath the awnings, behind wind chimes made of shell and silver, music starts to weave through the noise. Not festival music, not the drums or the reed pipes, something softer. A single lute string, low and sure, a voice with edges like poetry burned at the corners. The Prancing Prawn's outdoor deck has filled with laughter and clapping, the edge of it ringed with locals pressed together on overturned crates, swinging legs and half-drunk ciders in hand, and at the center is you, poised like a man who's never had a secret in his life. But you do. Dozens, maybe hundreds, and yet you still sing. We're gonna go
Come
ahead.
one. Oh, I was gonna just start.
Yeah, you go ahead while I set up the scene.
All right. Come one, come all, and see the sights delight. Rejoice as the light dims. We drink, we laugh, we settle fights as we embrace the festival of winds. A soul from here and far away brought forth the share in merriment. I hope you all enjoy your stay, for the wind travels through you like a footprint. You believe that was
Nice.
all improv?
Yeah, I would believe it's all improv.
When,
Still,
when Milo was coming over, he probably held his ears for how loud it was.
roll a performance check for me.
You got it.
First roll overall.
I almost thought that was a nat one for a second. I'll be like, that'd be hilarious. It's a 10.
I'll say roll with advantage just because of the overall atmosphere and the merriment of the festival.
Then that would be a 23.
Okay. You certainly are keeping everybody entertained. As the song finishes, a young tiefling fans himself. A fan asks you. Sorry, I'm off. Sorry. Let me. As the song finishes, a young tiefling fan asks you if the bird in the song is real. I'm confused now. Where am I? I'm confused.
This is like maybe from earlier of my
I
singing.
I, I just I just sort of wrote down. I just sort
I
of
can roll
wrote.
with it. I imagine I was singing for longer than just
Yeah,
that. If you want
I
to
just sort of
pretend.
wrote down generic fantasy song lyrics in my mind, and I'm like, okay, then there's something about a bird or blah blah blah. We won't worry. We actually won't worry about that. In fact, I'm gonna change this up.
I
Uh,
was just gonna roll with it.
okay. Sarah from the Prancing Prawn claps loudly and calls, Llewellyn, you're late for your next set, but early for your bar tab. Get in here, you silken devil.
Sarah, come on, you gotta relax a little bit. It's the Festival of Winds. It's time to rejoice. It's not time for deaths.
Uh, in the crowd, you see a familiar face. Kina Dropfern. Um, her eyes quiet, and she moves past, pats you.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta let my girlfriend in.
Mm,
You didn't bring your key? I thought you took your key. Okay, I didn't know. How would I know?
good? Maybe not.
Sorry. Continue.
Okay. Ow, my foot. Ow, my foot. My foot. Okay. A
You
familiar.
said that was Kina?
Yeah, a familiar face, Kina Dropfern, her is obvious within the crowd. She slips close by, pats you on the shoulder, and then slips something into your pocket before disappearing back into the crowd.
What? Oh. Um. Well, I guess. Did I see her at all?
You did.
All right. Yeah, I'll go up to Kina and I'll say, Kina, what
Uh,
brings you by? I
she,
have to assume it's the festival.
she's already disappeared back into the crowd.
Oh, I just saw that she was there.
I said that you saw her, she approached you, placed a hand on your shoulder as if congratulating you on a good performance, slipped something into your pocket, and then disappeared back into the crowd.
Okay, so she wasn't subtle.
No, she was not subtle.
Okay, I'll reach into my pocket then and pull out what you put in there.
You just have what you pull out of your pocket is a folded note sealed with wax marked with the sigil of the Eversong Circle. You know that it is business.
Right. I'm gonna put that back in my jacket then to look at later when I'm more in a more private setting then. And I will go out. I'll walk back up to Sarah and say, "Look at the turnout this year, Sarah. I think we've set a new record for people turning up for the festival. You must be proud."
Well, certainly helps to have a performance from you, even if you are a boisterous fuck.
And you need to be lively. You need to be spirited. That's what it's all about. That's what life is all about.
Well, you were standing there performing. You see that tall fella and his I don't want to say anything too demeaning, but that girl who was following him like a lost puppy.
Yes, the orcish fellow and that little lass.
I don't think he's orcish. Orcs
Is
have
he not?
tusks.
What this?
Orcs have
Goliath.
orcs have
Right, right.
tusks. No, I'm working with it narratively. You said orcish. I'm working with it. Orcs have tusks.
Do they now? I've not seen one in a while.
Well, make sure that you actually get a chance to enjoy the festival and not just perform in it.
Well, I do plan to capture some of the spirit and energy myself this year. Are you saying you're giving me the day off?
You don't work here.
I work everywhere. Everywhere where joy is needed to be spread.
I guess I'm giving you the day off.
Splendid!
Sarah
And
Sarah turns and sees Milo as
Must
he's
have been
approaching and nods in his direction.
I'm
Maybe
gonna grab.
I,
Oh, sorry.
this is going a sort of brief introduction between the two of you. It was like maybe Milo can give you some tips on how to enjoy not working.
All right.
I
Milo,
work
the
plenty.
name's Llewellyn Blackthorn. Pleasure to meet you. Do you like
It's
apple
good to meet
cider, my
you.
lad?
I like candy apples.
Sir, 2 apple ciders, please.
You're gonna
And
have to go.
I'll toss her a gold.
You're gonna have to go into the festival for the apple cider because what I sell is hard, and he is not old enough.
Very well. I'll go with Milo and say, "Would you like to try an apple cider? They are to die for."
I don't know.
Sure, I like apples.
I don't know. I'm really vibing with this. I'm really vibing with this incredibly animated guy who's just shown up. I can't imagine it'll last long.
I'll go with Milo to we'll say it's over here. I would
Yeah.
assume it's
Oh
like
yeah.
a
No.
tent or something, and
Yeah.
we'll be like I'll be like, "Can I get 2 apple ciders, my good lad?" And toss him a gold.
Lol. All right. And for now, we are down to the last two, which means that honey, heads or tails.
Tails.
Nope. I did a terrible job of flipping that coin. Give me a second. All right. Good news. Jet, you're not last.
Okay.
Okay.
I can work with that.
Yeah, give me a second to update my notes.
Well, I'll say every time like you speak, I kind of like wince a little bit because you're very loud whenever it Milo, but I won't say anything.
What? Him to my character?
Yeah.
All right. Jet, the festival drums are muffled out here, behind the lantern lines where the grass grows taller than your head and the sky hangs low with the weight of sunset. Most people don't wander this far during the festivities, not unless they're looking for something, or unless something's looking for them. You're not here to celebrate. You're here because you remember. You're here because silence has a shape, because you learned the tall grass doesn't hide things, it hides intentions. And tonight, you've sensed it. You're not sure what it's hiding.
All right.
You've seen people wear masks for fun, for celebration, for show, but yours is the kind you never take off, the kind that wraps around your ribs, fills your lungs with quiet, and refuses to let go. Elira would have hated this crowd. Too loud, too bright. She'd have made a fort behind the dye merchant's tent and watched with wide eyes, and you likely would have sat beside her, knife in one hand, dreams in the other. But dreams break, and the thing that broke yours might still be out there. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I get the second roll of the night
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
with a unnatural
Welcome.
20.
Oh, yeah. Luckily, you get nothing for a crit. You hear a whisper, not quite. You hear something, someone, a whisper. Not quite your name, not quite a word, almost like a child's giggle, and then silence. Just as the unease builds, you're not at the festival? Soft, female, measured. Sorry, not sorry. You're not at the festival. It's a statement, not a question. Matter of fact. The voice is soft, male, measured. It's Riku. His eyes on you as he approaches from behind.
Oh, Riku. Scared me. Wasn't expecting to see you way out here.
Well, you're not far behind. You're a ways, yes, but you're still within the village and kind of directly in a straight line behind my home. And I don't know.
Okay.
I look, I saw you out here. Thought I'd check in, make sure you're alive. Just also, be careful because it seems like something's stirring in the dusk.
I know what you mean. I can feel it. The tall grass isn't really whispering right now.
Maybe you should. You don't have to go to the festival, but maybe you should come back for a little food.
I'm short on cash, but I'll see what I can scrap together.
Don't worry about it. A lot of the festival is about giving free things to drum up business into convincing people to buy more. And you're my friend. I'm not gonna let you starve out here.
I'll never starve. I mean, sure, there might be a few hungry nights, but never starving.
Well, be that as it may, the The night calls for some social interaction.
Well, I guess it won't hurt to at least look around.
I gotta make sure I'm using this word correctly because I don't use it often. I literally started typing my notes and I typed the word cajole and I'm like, I don't know if I'm using that right. It's the first time I've used it in years. I saw the word persuade. I'm like, oh yes, I am doing it right. And I'm like, to do something by sustaining, coaxing, or flattering. And I'm like, yeah, that still sounds about right. It's more coaxing than flattering. And Riku just walks in silence with you towards the back towards Matengo, back towards the festival. The offer of food looming on your mind, and the memories and the tension. Now we move on to Honey. At the heart of Matengo village, where ribbons flutter from poles and paper lanterns sway on woven strings, sits an old stone well, moss-lined and ringed with color chalk sigils. Festival goers toss in bits of copper, rice paper wishes, and tiny carved charms. Some say it's just tradition, others say it's how you thank the island for keeping you alive another year. Honey and Ivar, you stand at the edge, mismatched in posture but mirrored in isolation. One built like a myth, one stitched from miracles and grief, both outsiders in your own skins. A wooden placard near the well reads, "Give your wish, take a whisper, speak nothing aloud." Children dart past with masks shaped like frogs, jellyfish, and radishes. Somewhere behind, a small puppet troupe retells the tale of the three lantern beasts, poorly and out of order. Honey, as you peer into the well, the water doesn't just reflect your face, it reflects your pod. Your own eyes, wide and floating, a flicker of the lab, and then it's gone. Whispers rise from the well, not speech, but memory. You were not born, you were chosen, and what was made to be perfect will now be free. Your choice, Arcana or Insight?
Oh, we're just gonna stick to the rules. Okay. Arcana. 11.
The air is charged, but you can't quite figure out what it means. I'll still let you roll your insight since you didn't do well on your Arcana. Oh
18.
yeah. A woman across the square, uh, after pulling your gaze from the well, looking down into the water, having some brief thoughts and memories awash in your mind, you pull your gaze away and do a scan across the square. At one point, you notice a woman on the other side seems to be staring at you for too long. Not with fear, but with recognition. But before you can say anything, do anything, think anything, she turns and starts walking and disappears from sight.
Did I see the direction she went?
You do. I'm gonna go ahead and uh this way. If you saw that. Who's rotating the damn canopy? My fucking ADHD keeps noticing it rotate a little bit every single time. Sorry. Anyway.
I want to follow. I want to follow her.
Okay.
Honey's gonna let go of Ivar's shirt, and she's gonna follow where the lady had disappeared off to.
I won't say as you do that. Ivar like it's kind of like seeing you depart. He's gonna be like, "Hey, hi, honey, what are you doing?" As he's going to try and like grab your hand, just like stop you for a sec. He doesn't know, and I want to say insight check. Does it look like she's in a daze? Mm. Roll good on the pointless checks.
She's not necessarily in daze. Her eyes are wide, and there's a you can tell that you can tell that there's a curiosity that's kind of like nagging at her.
But okay. But that is what Ivar says. He's like, what has caught your attention?
There was a lady. She was looking at me, and you know, I, I looked at her, and she kind of like left.
Did you see where she went?
uh, this this way, and she'll kind of like point to the direction that she left the lady.
Yeah.
You see, Ivar will take point. He's like, you point the way, as he slowly unsheaths his scimitar,
Mm.
and not really being subtle.
It is not hard as Riku and Jet appear, and even from Milo and Llewellyn's angle, to see this giant of a man draw his blade and walk with his companion towards the alley between two homes.
That's how you garnish fucking attention.
Oh yeah,
Riku.
yeah.
I ain't seeing things now, am I?
I'm not seeing it.
No.
I
I
guess I'll keep an ear out then.
probably for the best.
If I didn't know any better, it looks like we have somebody trying to sour the festival.
Uh, I'll say that and
Perhaps should
just
we
start walking
we should
towards it.
follow this little scoundrel.
I'll start walking towards it before you you even finish that. Like you turn back and I'm not there. You just see me like 20 feet ahead of you.
Mhm.
Who's messaging me? Okay. Oop, 1 second. Okay.
Sorry. Shit.
They leave it here.
Sure.
They haven't followed.
Okay. Honey, you step from the well's edge, your eyes narrowing, feet light, tail twitching once. The festival's noise blurs from watercolor as you move. A predator's stillness in a sea of masks and music. The woman ahead. Uh, sorry. The woman ahead, brown cloak, curled hair, weathered hands, has already turned to leave. She's fast, not panicked, but intentional, weaving through the crowd and out of sight like she knows every blind spot in the village layout. Not running, but not staying either. You follow along behind Ivar, the sound of steel as he draws his blade, calm, measured, like flipping a coin, and you move through the crowd as well, and seemingly the entire square stops. Milo and Llewellyn, you halfway to the cider cart, you hear gasps and whispers. Jet, you're still lingering with Riku. See the crowd parting like a flock disturbed by something unnatural as Ivar and Honey move through. Riku, who had just returned from nudging you back to civilization, looks over and mutters, "Ah, fangs and fire. I told her to lay low today." There are whispers from amongst the crowd. Did that Goliath just draw a sword at the well? Do we call the Watcher's bell? No, no, don't be stupid. You don't ring the bell unless it's really bad.
As I'm passing by to like follow after him, I sort of just tell everyone to just keep having fun.
And as you move through the crowd, trying to catch up with the woman, trying to keep up with her, eventually you are able to get through. And I'm gonna.
As I follow behind him, I'll take out my lute and I'll start playing and sing to the crowd. Relax, there, everybody. Nothing to see here. There's nothing going
Trying to
on.
do damage.
Keep drinking, eat,
I'm
and
going to like
cheer as
grab him by the
we
collar and
shall
say, "You might be making it
proceed
worse."
along.
All right.
Gotta pump up the crowd again.
There. But yeah. You are able to catch up with her, but it's ultimately as she realizes that she has drawn your attention that she turns immediately and looks to you.
Ivar kind of like looks towards Honey. He's like, "Aye, is this the wench?"
Winch.
Uh, peasant girl.
Honey's gonna look at him confused and then kind of like push him to the side a little bit to like get in front of him so she's standing closer to the woman. And she's like, and she'll just kind of like look at the woman and go and stick her hand out and be like, "Hi, I'm Honey."
Not here. Not yet. They'll hear us. And she will fold something into your hand before turning and disappearing.
As she does that, Ivar kind of like sheaths his scimitar. He was like, "Blimey, what was that?"
I don't.
Llewellyn, having finally caught up with Milo to the group, will say, "Hmm. Do you two come here often?"
See, Ivar gives you like the devil's fucking stare.
We're off to like that start already.
Uh, Honey kind of jumps, startled by how loud he is, and
Well, I
she
mean,
like
you seem to have attracted some strange bedfellows over there.
pets him.
The woman.
Aye, what about her? You fancy with her?
I don't know her. I'm merely trying to keep the festival going.
Hmm. So you're one of those, scallywag landlubbers.
If by scallywag you mean cheerful types, then you've got me pegged.
Huh.
You seem to be somebody who doesn't trust very easily.
You
Honey-
seem like the type of person who'd be shark bait.
Honey, what do you do with do you look at what was put in your hand?
She has it like clenched to her chest because she's looking back and forth between Ivar and Llewyn. I don't know how to pronounce your name.
Just
Llewellyn.
calm Lou.
Llewellyn.
Llewellyn.
His name is gonna be
Everybody's gonna end up just
Llewellyn.
calling you Lou.
Yeah, that's fine.
Lou.
And
Lulu.
she's looking
Lou and
between
his
the two
Lou.
of them because she does not understand anything that they're saying, and so she's gonna like take a step back and look at it.
Can I see the envelope that she's taken out?
Are you trying to hide it?
No, it's literally clenched in her hand.
Yeah, but are you trying to hide the fact that you're trying to read this?
She's not trying to hide the fact
Okay.
that she's
Okay.
reading it.
Does it look similar to the one that
No.
she gave me? Okay,
No.
no, it doesn't. All right. Then I won't do anything regarding that.
While that's happening, I'll just uh, like talk over to Ivar. This is a quiet village. Try not to brandish a weapon, unless it's absolutely needed.
I don't remember asking you, lad.
Calm down, we're all friends here. There's no need for hostility.
All I want to know is where the seafarers are.
The seafarers, huh?
You're
You're in
in
the
the
wrong
middle of
place for
land.
that.
Yeah.
This is Obojima. It's all land here.
Aye. Aye. That's what I've been told.
Whereabouts are
What
you
I'm
from then?
what I'm looking for is Tidewater Yataman.
Tidewater or Yataman.
Well, he didn't fully hear.
That's
We'll go
fair,
with that.
honestly. Honey,
Yeah.
as you break the wax seal, a crude insignia stamped in reddish resin, not royal, not cultish, but personal. A sigil of a circle split by a single line like an eye that's been shut. The parchment inside is folded once, twice, and then a third time, like something meant to stay hidden. As you open it, the faintest scent of salt water and ink escapes, as if it were written underwater and only now dried. The note reads, "You were version 9. You were the only one who lived. Or you were the one who lived, but you were not the only one. He made others, kept them separate, grew them slowly. Some didn't survive, some weren't meant to. The spiral was never yours alone. If you still feel pain, you are still real. If you still remember the sky, you are still free. I'm sorry I waited so long, but now the others know you're awake. Run." As you read the last word, however, the parchment burns instantly, silently, not in a flame, but in a light. A spiral-shaped sigil blooms beneath your skin, right over your sternum, invisible to all but magic sight. And yet you know it's there, or whatever's watching you from beyond the veil. Your breath catches, the island notices, the sky, and above, and above, to everyone's shock, horror, fear, and the wild abandon of Obojima, the sky cracks. In a pop of violent light, followed by nothing, the wind dying, a pop of violet light, no sound, just a stillness that rings like silence trapped in glass. The wind dies. Not slows, dies. Flags freeze mid-flutter, bunting sags, Fireflies drop to the ground and just lie there stunned. Even the leaves on the trees hang limp. A beat passes, and a vertical tear opens in the sky above the well, maybe 20 feet wide. Not a portal, not yet. Just a scar, glowing amber and teal like magma seen through ice. From inside, a droning sound hums low and wrong, like wind passing through hollow bones. People scream. The guards falter. Jet beside you, Riku, wide-eyed, mutters, "That's not natural. That's not from this side of the island."
I have a feeling things ain't about to be so normal around here.
You hear some light playing on a lute. The winds have stopped. The sky went dark. I don't know what is
Oh, you want
going
to,
on.
you know what? Actually, that's perfect because ominously, as you try to strum your lute, it makes no noise.
I still sing anyway, but now I'm
No,
even
I
more
know.
perplexed.
It's just,
He's like, this is awkward.
you ever,
And
you know the sound that a guitar makes when you hold down the most of the
Yeah.
strings and still strum it? That's kind of what it sounds like.
Yeah.
you said there's a light coming from the well.
Yeah. As the last tendrils of light vanish from the burned parchment in your hand, honey, the crowd gasps because of the and not because of the light, not because of what you were holding, but because of the ground. It shivers, just once, like the land itself took a single breath. With the amber and teal light spilling like fire through broken glass and the scar above, the well rips open. There's no warning scream, no prelude, only eruption. And out comes, and sorry for any of you who are squeamish with insects, a 12-foot long monstrosity of a centipede.
You finally hear Llewellyn's tone change, and he just goes, "Oh, this is bad."
Oh, this is bad.
Yeah. And we're gonna go ahead and start moving. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting,
I'd like commoners.
yeah, mostly because they're running for cover. And I'm gonna say this as well. So are the guards.
Yeah, I have the ability to do this, so I'm gonna say that this is how I do it. You see, if anyone's looking at Llewellyn, you see his lute start to float as it floats onto his back, and a short bow on his back starts to float away from his back as he holds his hand out, and it lands in his hand. And I won't explain why yet.
As soon as Ivar sees this, you just hear a very like powerful voice, kind of like almost booming. He's like, "All hands on deck! You landlubbers get out of the way! This is for a buccaneer."
Okay. I know it says necrotic centipede, but that is a challenge rating 11 thing, and I'm just sort of altering some minor things just to make it fit perfectly fine.
No, I think it'd be fun if we just all TPK'd right at the start. That'd be cool. Because we really want to get to the second characters. Those are the real main characters.
You can kill him first.
Ivar yelling makes Honey kind of like
What I'm
cover
getting is
her
whether
ears.
criminal or good guy. I'm annoying to you either way.
Oh, you don't know which one Ivar is? Good.
He meant
All right.
out of Alistair or Llewell.
Yeah, I need everybody to roll initiative.
Ooh, that's actually gonna be really good.
19.
I got a 20.
Bruh.
Damn, that was not good. Oh my god, you guys. Oh, that's actually really.
Get on our levels. Get on our
Hell, you
levels.
don't understand. I wanted to do something to help the party, and now I'm going last.
What'd you roll? What did you roll?
I rolled 20. Jesus Christ.
20. Jet
Riku
rolled a
hasn't rolled.
5.
Well, you guys are gonna have to wait now before I can buff your asses.
Don't worry, Jet. Riku rolled an 8.
No, I've got an
Jet-
advantage.
yeah.
I've got a 21.
Oh.
I'm trying to
got a
figure
21.
out something on my character sheet. I'm having issues right now, so
What's up?
He's the fastest draw in the West.
I'm supposed to be proficient with guns, but my revolver is not proficient.
I think Beyond is still not equipped for guns being set up in that way. They're not
All right.
treated as normal equipment.
I mean, we have
Go
under
to
weapon.
your
We have
proficiencies.
under weapon proficiencies: assault rifle, blowgun, blunderbuss, cannon, crossbow,
I know, but the
hand
last time I used
crossbow,
one, I had the
heavy
same issue. I
crossbow,
think
Gatling gun, longbow, magnum, musket, pistol, pump shotgun, simple weapons, sniper rifle, submachine gun. Sadly, I think you have to add revolver separately.
Yeah, you can just add
you could
revolver.
click on the item, I think, and manually
Oh, there
input
it is. I
proficiency.
got
There we go.
it.
I've added revolver manually to your sheet.
Yep, there it is. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Thank you.
No worries. Okay. Nope. I closed someone's character sheet. Let me see. H-I-J. It was Llewellyn.
JK. That's funny.
It was Llewellyn. Okay.
really just need a K and we cap it off.
Damn. Honey getting that nat 20 on initiative right off the gate.
I know. This is bad.
The one time though, you would have been better off with me going earlier. So that'll be funny.
Who's got the alert feat?
Hey, me.
No one?
Nobody.
I could have, but I didn't want it.
Okay. And that's gonna start off with you,
Ooh.
Honey, at the start of initiative,
Yeah.
looking
You
at
can beat the creature.
looking at everybody. 12, 11, 12, 11. Milo with an 18. I'm assuming you took the tough feat or something.
Yeah. I have the tough from and tavern brawler.
And
'cause I'm
tavern
human.
roller. So you have a +5 in.
Yeah,
Okay.
+5 to my strength. Dex.
Gotcha. All right. Honey, that'll be you first.
Um,
Oops.
Honey is going to hide behind Ivor
Fair enough.
and just be like, what is that? And she's gonna pass turn.
Oh, okay. Ivar?
Cat instinct kicked in.
Ivar kind of takes off the heavy crossbow that's on his back, and he's like, "Let's see how this monstrosity
he's gonna-
likes a good old
Alright.
taste of Davy Jones' lacquer." As I'm going to shoot it with the heavy crossbow.
Okay.
Going to use a lucky point because I'm a piece of shit. That's a lot better. Hopefully a 19 hits.
19 does hit.
Okay. Is this a large or is it like a gigantuan?
It is a huge.
Oh,
Damn.
It goes tiny, small, medium, large, huge, gargantuan. Because small takes up technically half a square, and tiny technically takes up a quarter of a square.
Well, it is larger than what I was hoping for, so I can't do the push thing. But for flavor, hopefully, I can make it like flinch, like a half a foot back its head,
Oh yeah,
and it just looks pissed.
yeah, this biting and doing 60, 10 plus 7 damage is not going to be it. 13 damage is good
13
though.
piercing damage, yeah. As I shoot it, that's a good way to piss it off. I shoot it directly in the chest.
It lets out a horrifying otherworldly screech.
As Ivar kind of like shoots it, he's like, "Oh, shiver my timbers." And that's my turn.
All right, Jet.
Oh, I'll use my bonus action to load my next crossbow bolt.
Fair enough.
with
Jet,
that,
boss.
Jet quickly, make sure Riku is behind him before quick drawing his revolver to take a shot. 22.
22 will hit.
Dealing
You know, this is already going a lot better than the first fight you had in campaign 1, where most of you missed a
Yeah.
lot.
14 piercing damage, and I'll apply slow, so it's 10 foot slower.
I missed more than half my attacks, but to be fair, so did the enemies.
14?
Yep, 14 piercing.
Y'all are doing impressive amounts of damage already.
That was a really high roll for me, so I'm amazed.
Alright.
Hmm.
Anything else?
Nope.
Alright. That is going to be the centipede's turn. It was 12 and 14.
14 for
Hmm?
me, yeah.
I have a 20.
14
Did you?
from 14 from Jet, 13 from Ivar.
It was 12 and 13.
The
Damage.
damage.
Oh, okay.
13 and 14. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay, so this is going to be as follows. Does a 13 hit you, Jet?
Close, but no cigar.
All right. Does a 22 hit you? It'll actually move, of course. Does a 22 hit you, Milo?
Yes.
Okay.
How? I'm just kidding.
That is going to be. Oof. Okay. That'll be 9 damage. And I need a strength saving throw.
19.
Alright, you pass. And then 1. Riku's just out of reach. Llewellyn.
Yeah, whatever it's doing, it's gonna hit me.
23.
Oh yeah.
4 damage.
Okay.
And I need a strength saving throw.
12.
Just passed. Alright.
Ooh.
Llewellyn, that is your turn.
Alright, for anyone who's curious, as I'm gonna do it again, I'm gonna actually call out what it's called. So I'm gonna cast the spell Retrieve as a bonus action, which allows me to cause an object within range that isn't being worn or carried. Oh, I guess. Oh, I guess I can't do that then. Oh, god damn it! I was gonna do something kind of more cool with that, but I guess I can't do that.
What are you trying to do?
Would you allow me, Jasper, to take things out of my own person with this spell? Because I think they specified that obviously so you can't steal something from someone, but would you allow me to do it to myself?
Why don't you just reach into the bag and grab it yourself? It's a free object interaction.
I know, but I'm just asking.
I guess? I mean, that's such a weird thing to ask about when it's either spend an action to pull it from your bag or spend a free action to pull it from your bag.
I guess it is a free. I'm not, okay, sure, fine.
It's a
I'm gonna
free.
pull out.
It's a free object interaction to pull something
I
from your
guess
bag.
that's true.
It is a bonus action to use said item, like a potion, or a bonus action to, and it's a full action to sheath a weapon and draw a new one.
I'll figure out some fun stuff I can do with this spell. All right. Well, anyways, I'm gonna take out my pan flute, and then I'm gonna play it and go. Don't. Actually, wait. I gotta move. I'm gonna play it over. You got it right thing.
Your thing. Hey, by the way, your thing's right here.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't see it anywhere.
The
I only
frustration.
I only needed
Alright,
it for
your
a
thing's over
second.
here.
I'm gonna play it and play my flute and say, "Don't fear, my friends, we fight together. This beast will end and storm will weather." And I'm gonna cast Bless on Jet, Ivar, and Milo.
Neat.
And then as a bonus action, actually I might want to save that. I'm already down a spell
I'm
slot.
gonna be doing this because I don't know why we have these borders.
Oh, I like my yellow.
Has special colors.
Made me feel special.
Okay, so
It makes the bottom of our
uh,
portraits highlighted.
I'm mainly doing that so I could do this to indicate that
Yeah,
you
color
three
coded.
are
Yeah.
blessed.
All right, I'm gonna move back to over
I clicked
here.
on my yellow.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my rest of my movement to move back here. That's my turn.
All right, and that is
Got rid
you.
of one circle for the same circle.
And that is you, Milo.
Alright. Since he hit me, I'm going to enter into my rage. 'Cause that pisses me
Oh,
off about
that's also
Buffalo.
why you have 18 because you're a barbarian.
Yeah. And I'm going to punch his head into the ground.
Go for it.
And Bless is a +4.
Plus D4, yeah. So you roll a D4.
D4. 18 hit.
18 does hit.
I'll do 8 damage punching his head.
Wait, add your rage damage plus 2.
That's
I think it
D-
auto adds.
add.
Does
Yeah.
it? It says 1 plus
You
7.
you can add a
10.4.
feature.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Under features and traits, you can go to rage and activate
Oh,
it.
because you punched him. I see. Yeah, 1d4.
Seven,
Okay.
7,
8
8.
damage.
8 damage. An impressive amount of damage from a fist, actually.
Yeah. And from a not so seemingly strong looking boy.
From, from a scrawny teenager.
When I just realized. So I was the teenager in the last campaign. So now you're playing a teenager.
You were an adolescent. I am just 18. I am fresh 18.
That's why Ivar
Um,
said lad.
That's
Alright.
that.
Yeah.
There is also the fact that Jet is 17.
So somebody is playing a teenager. Is the point?
Someone is an adolescent, yes.
That's
Technically,
funny.
Milo is a teenager. It's in the it's in the number 18.
Legally an adult. But
Except in America.
Except you can't drink and you can't
yeah,
rent
I
a
can't do anything,
car.
but I can own a gun.
All you
And
can do is
vote.
die for your country. That's the only right you have.
I can
Yeah,
own a
vote.
gun
I mean,
and
you
vote.
can die. You can die for your country at 16.
Yeah, but you got to kind of fudge
You
the
can
numbers.
you can die for your no, you can die for your country at 16 with a parent's permission.
Okay. America.
I'd have to get closer to that.
That's fair.
And I think that's all I can do.
All right, that's going to be our good friend Riku, who's going to go ahead and draw his bow because why not have the only other capable person who's seen horrors do something? And so we will have Riku just do a good old hunter's mark on him. We'll go ahead and mark him with a green for hunter's mark.
Oh, I wasn't wearing my leather. That would probably be a good idea to do.
And
You
then
still
he
got hit
will
high.
fire
Oh
his
yeah, it won't matter,
short
but
bow. And he rolled a 13. Does he have anything to help him? Oh, Hunter's Mark gives him a advantage, right? Or is it just the one that does extra damage?
See?
You have
It
it.
just does extra.
Yeah.
I forget how flanking works with ranged. Because wouldn't you
Oh, you're
tend to
right.
be flanking with
He
Milo?
is flanking. Oh, doesn't matter. He rolled bad anyways.
At least I got. At least you got rid of a lower roll,
Why
which I
does he
might
have?
be bad
Why
for.
does he have 2 instances of Hunter's Mark? Oh no, because he has a feature that gives him Hunter's Mark, and then he also prepared Hunter's Mark. I might need to fix that. There's no point in preparing Hunter's Mark if he gets free uses of Hunter's Mark anyways. Fine. We'll give our good friend Cure Wounds. And it's a free use of Hunter's Mark, so he's not wasting a spell. However, that's perfectly fine. So he missed. Used his bonus action. Isn't moving. Back to the top of the order, Honey.
Um,
You did watch Ivar fire off a crossbow bolt. The the teen rushing forward and punching this thing in the head, and Llewellyn
And it
run in,
visibly.
and then Llewellyn run into the crowd, into the fray, and start singing.
um,
And you heard a gunshot.
Majestically.
And you heard a gunshot from an unknown source.
eh, yeah. All these sounds are overwhelming to her, and um, so kind of like back off a little bit more,
Okay.
and I've already in the way.
No, you can fire around him.
Okay.
I mean, technically, all you'd have to do is take a 5 feet to the right or
Yeah.
down.
Technically, you could all. I was gonna say technically you could also fire over his head, but then I'm like, nah, he's too tall
He a
for
tall.
that.
He a tall
Okay,
bitch.
he's tall.
But
Okay,
yeah,
so
no, you can
um,
fire around him. Yeah, right
yeah,
there.
and so what? With that, she's going to kind of put her hands like outstretched in front of her, and it's going to be a kind of like a golden, almost like a golden beam producing from it, and she's going to cast Eldritch the 18 to hit.
18 hits.
That's
Ouch.
stupid.
To be
Gotta love
fair,
it.
she
That's rough.
is freshly woken up.
Yeah.
First attack spell. Hours, maybe,
that the lungy?
after waking up.
Are you getting lungy? Okay, just asking.
I think that's all I can do. So
I don't think I've ever rolled a 1 on my stuff.
Any bonus actions?
um,
Looking under your character sheet, you have nothing in bonus actions, so that's all well and good.
nothing.
All right, that's on to Ivar again.
Yeah. Okay. I forget the rules for light finesse weapons.
What do you mean?
Switching. If I have my scimitar in my hand, like this is for future references. Can I attack with the bonus action if it's light finesse, or is that only with dual wielding?
I think you have to make a melee attack to.
No, I know that. I'm saying, but like, let's say if I had
Is
my
that in
scimitar, I
regards to
attack.
two? That's in regards to two weapon fighting. It means you have a second
So
weapon.
okay, so I'd have to have two to use one of them. To use one as a bonus action.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't think you can. Yeah, I don't think you can have a bow and a melee weapon to do that. I think
That's
you have
oh,
to
that's
put
wait,
not
both
hold
melee
on. No,
weapons.
that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
you're talking about
I'm talking about let's say I
your
only had
weapon
my
mastery.
scimitar in my hand. Yeah, let's say I only had my scimitar in my hand. I attack. It is a light finesse. Could I use another one? Can I use my bonus action to attack again? But I wouldn't get. I think the bonuses on damage
Do you
because
have
I forget how that rule goes.
weapon to use the Nick weapon mastery?
I think
No,
the
you
nick
don't
is
need you
free
don't
action.
need two weapons with the Nick property to use the Nick weapon mastery.
Because I know with the Nick,
Nick property, only one of the weapons you're wielding needs to have the Nick property for you to utilize its ability to make the extra attack granted by the light property as part of your attack action instead of as a bonus action. Oh wait,
that's part of my question. Yeah,
that
does that
literally
mean I can?
clears nothing up.
What is you asking?
Based on
Okay,
what it just said, it's basically saying you can use your action to get two attacks. Then
You
yeah,
have to use your action, and then for a bonus action, you can make another attack.
with that scimitar.
Yes. So
Nick,
you have to
That's what
make
I
an
was asking.
attack to do an attack.
the Nick weapon
And it takes an
mastery is
action.
specifically to make the two weapon fighting feature more ergonomic.
Yeah, more adept.
available to all.
Yeah, without using your bonus action up.
Okay. That's. I was just wondering if that was like purely restricted to dual wield, but it's not. I can still use that as a bonus action. It
Yeah.
takes an action to switch to my scimitar.
I think it's a
I'll
free action to put your bow away, right?
I'll,
And
I'll
then you
make
can
I'll
take it
make
out with the bone or something.
Well, I just need
it's a
to
free
know.
action to sheath the weapon, bonus action to draw a weapon.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that. Ivar kind of seeing what Honey did. He kind of like gives a small little like look, like what the fuck was that? As he stows his heavy crossbow, uses his bonus action to pull out his scimitar, and he looks back towards Honey and is like, "It looks like you have some range. How about you cover me while I tame this beast?" As he is going to 5, 10, 15, 20. He's 25, 30, 35. He's going to get into a flanking position. He has 35 movement because he's a tall motherfucker. $26.
To hit, yeah.
And I'm going to use the Nick property because I just have to hit, right?
Yeah.
To attack again.
If you have a second
You make an
weapon,
extra attack. When you make the extra attack, it allows you to use the mastery of a scimitar. When you make the extra attack of the light, you can make this extra attack. So yeah, I got attack again. Right. I think so. That's what it sounds like.
do you have a
If I'm
second?
wrong,
It's
just
like
let me know.
Do you have a second weapon?
No.
Then you cannot utilize the two weapon fighting, which the Nick enhances, turning it
I think
from
maybe what it's saying when you have the scimitar option is any weapon, melee weapon, you can then use the scimitar specifically as a second attack to do Nick, is maybe what it's insinuating.
No, because
Yeah, because
the scimitar has the Nick weapon property.
No, but the way he was reading it, it was saying like when you attack blah blah blah, you can then use scimitar to use Nick.
Okay, let
But if
me.
he needs two
yeah,
weapons, that would insinuate he needs two scimitars.
Two weapon
Or
fighting. When you
scimitar and a
take the
dagger.
attack action on your turn and attack with a light weapon, you can make one extra attack as a bonus action on the same turn. That extra attack must be made with a different light weapon. The Nick weapon property allows you to use two weapon fighting, but instead of using your bonus action for that attack, you can instead make it on the same the same attack action.
So if he has two weapons, he can save his bonus action and attack twice with each weapon.
Yes.
Okay. So Nick only works if I'm dual wielding.
You need a dagger.
That's kind of
I,
stupid.
well, I have a dagger. That's fine.
Then for the sake of everything, I'll let you say you got your dagger too.
Okay.
Why are you pushing me?
Dagger misses because it's a 12. That's what I was like asking all those
I
questions for.
believe because you're okay, yeah.
7 slashing, and since it was with advantage, and I have a teammate within 5 feet, 3 sneak attacks, so 10 damage.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, that's why I was asking all those questions, because
Wait, did you use bless on your dagger attack?
Oh, you can add a D4 to the dagger.
oh,
I'm gonna tell you right
I
now,
did not.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not gonna matter.
Okay, then I'm not gonna bother.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
That's Jet.
Don't forget you're blessed as well, Jet.
Yep. So, technically, am I flanking? Is that what we were
I'll say
saying
for
with
the sake of this,
weakness?
yeah.
Okay. With that, Jet will definitely sidestep, giving Riku some room.
It's
And
kind
he
of
will
easy
fire
to
off.
flank a creature that's 4 times the size of everybody.
Yeah, I will fire off another shot at this thing. But, before that, I'll use my bonus action to dead aim. So basically, if it's got resistance, I can ignore it. So, doubt it really matters at this level, but make it a little bit more theatrical.
That's fair.
A 16.
16
And then if it,
hits. No, 16
okay,
doesn't hit. Add a D4 though.
yeah,
Actually,
if you
with the
can add, you can add
D4,
the bless.
regardless of what you roll in the D4, you'll still hit.
Yeah,
AC
I can
17.
roll it. Yeah, 19.
Yeah.
The bless comes in handy.
Rolling high again. 16 piercing damage.
Dang.
Damn. Yet another
Maybe Jet's got something.
yet again another loud, angry, otherworldly screech as this thing continues to take hits from all sides.
This beast is quite hardy.
Anything else, Chet?
No, I think I'm good there. I'll pass it on though.
Alright, that is going to be the monster who's going to do some rolls now. It's going to be on Llewellyn, Ivar, and Milo. We will start with Ivar,
What kind of
who
attack is he doing?
uh, Ivar is going to be getting a bite from its mandible.
Mm-hmm.
And I rolled. Well, I don't know why it's not popping up. There it is. 22 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay, that is going to be 7 damage, and I need a con saving throw.
And save. Fuck it. Use my last lucky point. Never hurts.
Bless only adds to attack rolls.
Attacks and saves.
Saving throws.
Oh, so you roll the d4 first before or you roll the lucky. Well, you've already rolled the
No,
lucky,
that's
but
fair.
roll your d4.
Be a 12.
I'll be right back.
Oh,
I
I
don't think that's
forgot.
going
I think. Oh no, never mind.
I will allow you to take your lucky back because the 12 does save.
Oh. Nice.
If it
Thank you.
did, if it didn't save, I was going to make you keep your lucky spent.
Wait, yeah. Yeah, waste it.
Waste it for the nat 1, and then you would have taken double poison damage. And then he's going to do use his stinger on Llewellyn for an attack that has 15 foot reach.
Dang. He's gonna hit me.
I rolled an 8,
No, I guess not then. I have a 13 EC.
and then once more on Milo. I rolled a
Lucky me.
27
Hits.
or 25. Sorry, but
I was
yeah.
gonna say, did you roll that one on me?
Don't worry, Milo, because I know what yours is. That's going to be 4 damage, halved to 2, and I need a strength saving throw.
And it's at advantage because I'm raging.
Indeed.
Rawr.
25.
Yeah, you are fine. That is its turn. Actually, let me roll a dice. It's gonna take a second to load. I basically have it set here. If he rolls a 5 or a 6 on the dice, he will burrow. However, he rolled a 4 this turn and a 1 last turn. And that is Llewellyn.
This could be a risky play here because I only have one other spell, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on him. I'm gonna look at this creature and say, "You foul creature do not belong here, and I will cast you away." He has to roll a DC 15 Wisdom save.
Okay. Rolled a 9.
Okay, he's going to take 3d6 psychic damage.
Hmm.
So he takes 6, 11, 6, 11, 12, 14 damage.
Nice.
And this is where the fun part comes. He now has to immediately use his reaction to move as far away from me as he can using the safest route. Meaning, Ivar and Milo can also get opportunity attacks.
That would be a good thing if the centipede wasn't immune to fear effects.
That's rough, buddy.
The damage is still good
Dang
though.
How dare you?
How
Doesn't say it's
dare.
a fear effect, to
Am-
be fair. It says it's
I
an
never got to use my
enchantment.
fear effects.
It says it's an enchantment.
Yes, but fear falls under enchantment effects. Fear, charm, sleep.
That's fair.
Blind.
I never got to use my fear stuff.
Yeah, blindness.
Yeah.
You did too. You just chose not
Like,
to often.
Well, I will
No,
not be
it
able to
never
use any healing
succeeded
now
or they were
or
immune.
silvery barbs. So in that regard, I'm going to now move away from his range of me for safety.
Fair enough.
Oh, I also. Oh no, he
The
didn't hit
whole-
me, so I don't have to roll on the bless. Okay.
The hilarious part is that Riku is just outside of it.
The hilarious part to me is, unless you've just neglected to do it, he still has a green health bar.
No, that's Hunter's Mark.
Oh, okay. Because in the past he changed it. So but I don't mind. I don't
Yeah,
mind.
but that's
I
for
think
Hunter's
it's
Mark.
I think it's more fun to not know.
Yeah, I've decided I'm no longer informing you of when they're close to death.
I like it. I like it. It's more fun.
A little more tense.
Especially at level 1, we could have half a fight left, or we could almost kill it. So who knows?
Is that it for you, Llewellyn?
Yeah. I mean, I don't. The only other thing I could do is retrieve, but I don't think there's really anything for me to retrieve. So
All right,
I
Milo.
think that'll be it.
I'm gonna punch him in one of his segments.
Okay.
I
You have flanking, so you have advantage.
don't need it. That's a nat 20.
Okay.
Don't
you get?
And
No,
that'll be it.
you don't have. You're not at a high enough level for Savage Critical.
No, not even close. I'm level 1. 12 damage.
Nice.
And I can't do much with a bonus action.
What is your? Let me look at your character sheet real quick.
I can either extend my rage or I can use my heal pot,
Milo.
but I don't want to waste my heal pot yet.
Bonus actions. You've entered your rage. Yeah, you don't got much.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I was gonna say, you can try to put. Oh, yeah, you can try to push him
I could push
5
him.
feet.
It's gonna go. Yeah, I don't want to push him towards Riku though, so I'm not
Yeah,
gonna.
luckily for you, your specific push does not indicate a size
It.
limiter.
Yeah.
Tavern
I'm
Brawler is
just that
so
strong.
cool.
I'm just that strong.
Tavern Brawler is so cool. All right, then that'll be Riku, who will once again attempt to shoot this guy. Hmm.
Oh shit! I just realized I could reroll once. Also, my first hit I did was a 1.
Damn, Riku is useless.
If only he had been blessed, huh?
No, the bless would not have saved him either time. He rolled a 12 on both of his attacks.
Oh dang.
Go ahead, honey.
Another 1
Probably should
damage.
have picked a character with a different name because every time you go to say her name, I think Huxley.
I was thinking that. Oh no,
Mhm.
I was thinking what's funny is every time he says your name, it sounds like he's saying not a name. So he's like, "All right, honey," like he's being rude.
Like I'm using a pet name.
Yeah.
Shocker, she's part cat.
You know, maybe in the near future in this campaign, Honey might be like, maybe I actually need a real name.
Maybe, who
Who
knows?
knows?
How about
Or at least a
how about
last name.
Bunny?
Or at least a last name.
You could embrace your inner capitalist and become money.
First name Honey, last name Buns. Okay, Honey Buns.
Oof. Oof. That one hurt. All right, what are you doing, Honey?
Um,
Honey rolled a
where?
natural 20 and has done nothing on the first turn, an Eldritch Blast on her second turn.
With 1 damage.
Well, that's not her
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah, I know.
So she'll move a little closer and like peeking out a little bit, and um, would this work on this thing?
Oh, did you change up your character sheet a little bit?
I got rid of one thing because
That's
it was,
fair.
yeah, it was just one thing that I changed. Um, would Wyvern work on this thing?
Ivern is a reaction.
Ugh, never mind then.
I enjoyed the
Um,
probably only time for the whole campaign that the Bard will do some of the heavier damage.
we're just
Once
gonna
we're past level
and
1, that won't happen
do
again.
Oh, I mean,
another what?
oh, don't. Yeah, no, there is a prerequisite for being able to use Ivern, which is that it needs to target you with an attack.
Okay, wait. She's gonna just put her hands together again and do another uh Eldritch Blast.
Go for it.
That's a 14.
That will not hit.
Well, she tried.
Hey,
Hides back behind the chimney.
Riku's trying as well. Anything else?
Uh, nope.
Ivar.
Okay. Ivar taking damage, and since he is officially half or below, he is bloodied. So I'm going to say Ivar kind of clenches his chest as he kind of takes a knee, as Honey, you can see Ivar's in pain, and it's not from the fight. As you can just see, he's like, so looks like it stayed around. Davy
got
Jones
top
Walker.
secrets.
As he uses half of his movement to stand back up, and he's like, I will not take a French leave. As he's going to use his scimitar and his dagger. I did use half my movement, so I only have
Get the bless
20 feet.
if you need it.
22. I might need it for the dagger. And 24.
Both
Nice.
hit. I do believe with 2-weapon fighting, you do not add your strength modifier to the weapon damage.
Uh,
The dagger, I believe.
So
You're
it'll
right.
be just a D4 for the dagger.
That's probably right. 12 damage, 9 slashing, 3 sneak. The dagger. I can just roll the D4. That'd be easier. And 1 slashing makes sense. He's in fucking pain right now.
Okay.
As he still has his bonus action. And what he's going to do is he's going to do, what's that called?
Cloud's Jaunt.
Cloud's Jaunt. Yeah. And he is going to teleport here, seeing that Honey is getting closer. And he's going to be like, let me bite the bullet, not you. And that is my turn.
Strange. That's Jet.
Well, there ain't much of a difference with what I'm doing. What I'm doing's working, so. Again, I'll use my bonus action to dead aim.
While he's aiming
And
at this thing, Llewellyn will call out to Jet and say, "Don't get too close."
Okay.
there's no response.
Okay, you're right in his range.
24.
24 hits.
Dealing another 16 piercing damage. And Jet will back off 5 feet and call it good. Now we use the slow property, reduces its movement speed by 10.
Move yourself back because no, you won't. Hey, Jet, how do you want to finish him?
Oh,
Nice.
Wow,
split
wow,
through one of
wow.
the sections.
What's up?
I said split through one of its subsections.
Fun. And the creature once again
Barely
lets out
misses me.
one last shriek before it falls to the ground, causing it to shake. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can't figure out a more narrative way to put this.
Does it curl up like a dead spider?
The burrower rears back, half its fungal armor shredded, ichor glowing like molten amber leaking from its wounds. It screeches, a noise like wet stone grinding against glass, and surges around towards Ivar and Honey, following both your heartbeat like sonar. But Jet Voss is already moving. Revolver spun, drawn, cocked. He slides into position before firing off a shot. It rings like lightning. The bullet strikes center mass in a joint between fungal plates, and for a breathless moment, nothing happens. Then 1/3 of the beast's length, about 6 feet of pulsing segmented horror, detaches with a wet snap and falls twitching to the ground, severed clean through by the shot. The rest of the creature convulses, then burrows backward in panic, dragging its ruined tail until it disappears beneath the stone and soil, leaving behind only spores and silence. In the aftermath, children cry, lanterns flicker. Sarah from the Prancing Prawn faints into a basket of prawns. Villagers begin whispering Jet's name, first as a question, then as a legend. Someone begins chanting a local blessing against monsters, and soon a few others join. What's left behind? A hollow segment of the burrower's body, still twitching and glowing. And in the place of the other half, a fungal glyph scorched into the cobblestone, pulsing.
The beast is dead, we've won the fight. The festival of wind continues tonight. I've never seen anything as strange as this, I will say.
Who's missing?
I actually have pretty good arcana. Could I check out this sigil?
I'm gonna start reloading.
Jesper?
What's up?
I have a decent arcana. Can I check out the sigil?
Sure.
21.
Okay.
21?
Please, no. Alright.
Okay. Thank you.
Llewellyn, as the others catch their breath or help the villagers, you step closer to the burnt sigil in the cobblestones, a faintly glowing, organic-looking glyph shaped like a spiral root pattern, curling inward to a vanishing point. You've seen something like this once before, not in a book, but in a vision brought on by a song you barely remember composing. It was the symbol of something buried, something old, something that did not grow but waited. It's not a language, it's a design, a biomagical imprint created by something using life essence as a medium, like a plant's root system trying to mimic arcane geometry. The glyph is alive in the way a memory is alive. It's not broadcasting, it's listening. It's connected to a network of some similar glyphs you might have seen here or there across the island. You feel a sudden pulse of emotion, grief mixed with curiosity. It's not your own.
I look over at Honey and Ivar and I say, "This sigil, it's not simply a stamp, it's more like a mechanism in which to control and even listen through this creature. It's as if somebody sent this here for someone." And then he walks up to them and he says, "Where do you two hail from? Do you have some enemy that would want you dead? Or captured, perhaps?"
Ivar's back is against you. Only Honey saw him clench his chest. As Honey, you kind of see he's trying to compose the pain. As he just kind of looks over his shoulder to you. He's like, "Where I reign from is none of a landlubber's business."
It is if you bring destruction and chaos to innocent people. If somebody's after you, then it is good to know where you go, danger goes.
Uh, take a step back there, Llewellyn. Not there's no indication that this was caused by either of them.
Is that Riku?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've seen a lot of strange things in this town before, Riku, but a giant creature emerging from the sky, seemingly in response to some note that was given to a stranger? I mean, I may not be the brightest man alive, but I can put two and two together.
Riku is, for all intents and purposes, checking on the youngest, mostly Jet and Milo, making sure that they're okay. Jet's fine. Milo took a honk
He'll
of damage.
he'll see I'm scraped up, but I'm more excited
Yeah.
because I actually like got to fight something, and Riku will, like, I'll be a little giddy, like I did something.
Yeah. Riku,
I'm actually gonna go next. Oh, sorry.
uh, we'll get to that. But Riku will just say, keep your head straight. Fighting is well and good, but make sure you're not doing it just to fight.
I to help
Wow.
the
Okay, and
town.
he'll heal you for 20 because he rolled 2 8s on his cure wounds.
Damn.
Hell yeah! I was only down 11,
11.
but I'll take it.
He's like, I feel great.
That would have been enough to kill half the party.
Riku,
I'm just
need
gonna
I don't know
healer.
whisper
what that
only
was,
to
but
Riku.
I've seen worse crawl out of shadows, and ain't no accident came up
Well,
now.
actually, if Riku is a human, uh, I'm
S-
gonna
say that.
whisper
Say that
to
again.
Riku.
Hold on. Say that again, Jet.
Riku, I don't know what that was, but I've seen worse crawl out of shadows, and it ain't no accident it came up now.
I know. What are you gonna say,
Yeah.
Llewellyn?
I'm gonna whisper only to Riku, and I'm just gonna say, normally I like the company of strangers, but I think we should inquire more about these two, because if this town is in danger, we need to know more.
Mm.
I'll quickly say to Jet, that shit is loud, and point at his gun.
Well, it ain't meant to be fancier for looks. It's for putting
Man,
down things that don't
that
belong.
shit damn near hurt my ear.
Riku will just sort of nod at you, Llewellyn, before moving around towards you two.
Keep a distance near him.
And
Uh,
as he approaches, he'll say, haven't seen you, either of you, around before, and I can only imagine that that might mean that you're new to the island, or from the other side of the island. Be that as it may, things have happened, coincidences have occurred. Would like if you would be willing to answer a couple of questions. But before we get to that, let's see if we can't at least get the festival back up and running a little bit and enjoy the rest of the evening.
And then as soon as he says that, you just hear the festival of wind. I'm not gonna keep going, but like you just
No,
hear me
I
sing a
get
little
it. I
ditty.
get it. And
Milo is gonna go check on his grandparents.
that's fair. And then Riku will turn to the two of you and say, up to you. You can stay with me. I have a spare room, or I can foot a little bit for a room at the tavern.
We'll take the spare room for the night. We don't plan on staying.
Understood. Uh,
As Ivar will sheath his scimitar.
and next time, can you try not to draw your weapon in the middle of a crowd? That's a little bit much.
Spend spend a lot of my time with questionable folks, so have to watch your back.
Okay.
By the way, Jasper, do you know how long I had to think to come up with a fucking rhyme for wins?
Hold on.
It's not an easy word to rhyme with.
I missed that. I got blasted because somebody decided to call the group that I'm in.
Oh, I was like, do you know how long it took me to come up with a rhyme for wins when I first sang? It's
That's
not an
fair.
easy word to rhyme with.
Getting my notes done.
I really like this aspect of being a bard, though, because as a musician, it's really fun to try to come up with little ditties on the fly. Because I know a lot of people play bard, but they don't really embrace the whole you sing when you do shit aspect. So I think that's kind of fun. It's like a challenge to me to try to keep it going.
I will say, because let me actually check something real quick. Passive insight 12, 14, 16, 15, 14. Impressive across the board, even with the 12. You all, those of you who are familiar with Riku know it, and those of you who aren't can sense it. Even if he's standoffish, even if he just is quiet and hands out and has been handing out meats during this festival, Riku's
You cut out when
words.
you were saying the word festival.
Yeah, festival. I didn't say much after that.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Riku is his words seem to have some meaning because after he makes the suggestion of trying to get the festival back underway, people seem to take that in hand, with several of the stronger looking men doing their best to
And me.
remove and Milo to remove the chunk of centipede that is still here in the square out of the square. It's still obvious. The overall free passive insight, Riku appears to be some sort of pillar in this community. A quiet pillar, but a pillar nonetheless. And the festival continues. Villagers begin to rally, dancing, some trying to laugh again, likely with the help of Llewellyn. Uh,
After we move the centipede, I'll also start like trying to piece together the well. Not greatly, but like get the rubble out the way.
yeah.
Can I make a check to see how, like, recovering, if I can, my bullet tips to see how well they were effective on this thing?
Survival? And I'll say with the survival, if you want to roll survival, you can also harvest from this thing because I'm now I'm not going to be giving you guys as many magic items. However, I will be implementing crafting mechanics.
Why not? I guess I'll take small bits of things just to mess around with, but nothing crazy.
Don't worry, what you'll be getting, what you can take from this are it's chitinous bloom plates, which you know can be likely be used to make armor or containers, and some luminescent spores, which have alchemical intentions.
I'll take a plate since that's what I'm seeing if my gun was working against.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna say that there is some relative degree of success that you got in regards to this because, albeit that it was a giant centipede, and clearly magical and poisonous and whatnot. There was some degree of success in because you did the most damage. I think you did 16 damage every single time. No, you did 14, then 16, then 16.
Yeah.
You dealt this creature. You dealt this creature actually 1 point more than half its total health. 56 damage
What the-
overall. It had 110 hit points. But
Well, it went
your
down, I
bullets your
suppose.
bullets were effective to some degree in this sense.
Put that down in my monster book.
Okay. Um,
Llewellyn will go up to Milo and you'll say, "So, where did a young lad like you learn to fight like that?"
Uh, I mean, he's just punching things.
He slaps you on the shoulder and he says, "Ha ha! But you do it well."
Eh, I got I got some muscle from working on the farm.
Ah, a fellow farmhand. Me father was a farmhand too.
Yeah, my grandparents are. I help. Sometimes they can't do as much as others.
Unfortunately, both my parents passed away when I was young. My father from disease, my mother from the war years ago, but I venture on and I sing in their name.
I don't do much singing.
Haha, but that's what my job is. I sing for you. You listen, and that is the art of the patron.
When you do it for me, though, can you like turn it down a few octaves? It's a little loud.
And he just chuckles.
Um, is the sky back to normal? Or is it still
oh yes, the tear in the sky is gone.
all right?
Mm, once again, in the works of looking for art.
Um, Ivar, you said you're bloody.
Yeah.
So you're going to feel Honey's hands kind of press against your back. I'm assuming you're like in front of her, kind of.
Yeah, it's still kind of like I guess like letting you hide.
Yeah. So you'll feel her hands kind of like come up on your back, and she's kind of like pressing closer to you, and you'll start to hear a slight uh purr and like a almost like a slight vibration behind you, and you're going to get healed for 10.
Nice.
Ivar kind of like looks back and he's like, he says it to a whisper, so maybe one person who might be able to hear is Riku because he's like 5-10 feet away. Did you just heal me, honey?
Do you feel better?
The pain in my chest is gone. Which I guess there's plenty for us to get to know each other.
Okay.
But
As long as you feel better.
The festival resumes. Lanterns flicker back to life. Music stutters back into motion, but an unease lingers. As you all find yourself loosely gathered, perhaps near the cider barrels or drawn together by a nod from Riku, a familiar voice calls to those from the village. Children of Matengo, and those newly arrived. The crowd hushes. From the steps of the... I have it on the map. I gotta look at the map. Sorry. Of the village hall, an old woman descends. Those from the village know her as Elder Mosu, also known by the locals as the Vine Keeper. She walks with no staff, only the slow confidence of someone who knows the island better than her own blood. She speaks low, but all of you can hear. You did not ask to bleed tonight, but bleed you did, and you stood your ground. That mark upon the stones, I've seen it once before, long ago, when I was but a girl, and when I saw it then, the island changed. Obojima is not just sea and soil, it remembers, and tonight something remembered us. She looks at each of you in turn, Honey, then Ivar, then Llewellyn, then Jet, then Milo, her eyes lingering on Riku for just a second. Perhaps you are not warriors born, but you are threads in something greater. If the soil stirs and the tall grass awakens, we will need hands that can shape fate, not just fists that can swing it. I have seen it in the moss, felt it in the roots. The six of you were meant to meet. She raises her hand slightly, not in command, but in blessing. The spiral below is turning. Something ancient and hungry walks behind the veil of things. Alone you may be picked off. Together you may stand like old trees, not unbroken, but intertwined. She offers each of you small woven charms shaped like a coiled fern frond. If you would walk this path together, take this, and let Matengo's luck bind you, not as heroes, but as kin.
I'll approach her and take the charm.
Yes. Let me know who is accepting the charm.
Are you adding this, or should I add this as a custom
Actually,
item?
I will add this myself. But first, I
Okay.
just everybody can react how you want.
I will be honored to take upon this charm and this burden.
Is the charm shiny?
It is rather small, yes.
But
I
is it
want.
shiny?
Oh, is it
Shiny.
shiny? Um,
Yeah.
it's made from the frond of a fern. Leaves can be shiny. I'm gonna say no, it's not shiny, but it is a very pleasant shade of green.
Mm. Honey will perk up and she'll take it. And she'll be like, thank you.
I'll stick my hand out and say, yes, please.
Ivar would take it, but he would ask, what is it supposed to thwart? What is this supposed to thwart?
I think it's Jet who has yet to speak.
Jet and Riku, that is correct.
Oh, Riku's already taken it.
Oh.
Riku,
Though cautious, Jet will slowly approach watching Riku.
outside of direct interaction with Riku, Riku behaves like a normal NPC.
Okay.
And
That'll grab
we
one
will
more.
also actually state that this thing was probably dragged off up here to be dealt with at some point. Let me also add this in so that you know what she looks like. Okay. So you've approached. Are you taking the charm?
Yep.
All right. Give me 2 seconds while you all roleplay and interact amongst yourselves about what Elder Mosu has said and such.
So, it seems that fate has brought us together. A band of strangers we may have started, but now our paths will not yet be parted.
Create magic item. Yes, I need you all to roleplay while I create a quick homebrew.
I'm trying to.
Um,
No one seems to want to respond to that.
Honey is going to kind of go over to Milo and kind of like stick her hand out and be like, "Hi, I'm Honey."
Hello, Milo. Are your ears ring?
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, yeah. There's a lot of noise happening, and
I same.
oh,
Have you enjoyed my musical accompaniment, miss?
it's it's a little loud. But
Music is meant to be loud. It's meant to lift the spirits and make you feel joy.
Okay, let me see if I can add this to a character sheet and see if it has the proper information that I need. Luckily, homebrewing common items is so easy because you don't really need to add a whole lot to it. There's very little finesse that's required. Okay.
yeah, Honey would in turn do the same thing to each of them, introducing herself.
Okay. Sweet. Sure, go ahead.
So she'll turn to Lelwyn and stick her hand out and introduce herself.
I bow to her as I grab her hand and I say,
Llewellyn Blackthorn, as you must know. We shall be spending more time together, it seems.
Yeah, I'm Honey. This is Ivar.
"This is what?"
This is
Ivar.
Ivar.
Oh, Ivar.
Yes, yes, we have had our introductions as well.
If everybody could refresh their character
Refresh.
sheet, you should see a new item in your inventory.
Matango charm.
Yep. Once per long rest, you can reroll a saving throw against a frighten or charm effect.
Nice.
Just a simple item that I figured might be useful.
So that's going to be happening a lot.
Perhaps.
Perhaps dissonant whispers will not be very effective for a lot of things if I'm the one saving from fear.
You broke him.
Well, the good thing is I can change that spell whenever I want. So
Nope, not whenever. Only once you level up.
no, bards can do it on long rest.
Is Dissonant Whispers
Mm.
a cantrip?
No, it's a level 1.
Yeah, bards can re-prepare spells on long rest. Bards are among
They changed it.
bards, clerics, bards and clerics, I believe.
Yeah, they're prep casters.
Bards,
Full prep.
yeah, bards, clerics, and druids. And technically, wizards can change prep spells, but
Wizards
it's
are like half
only
preppers though, because they learn
they have to
permanent
learn
spells,
the
but can
spells.
also prep them too.
Yes.
Yeah. It's the curse of being a wizard. You have so many spells, but you can only prep so many.
Yeah. Either way. But yes, bards can re-prepare spells on long rest. Only spells. Cantrips can
Yeah.
cantrips can be changed on level up.
And also, I think actually for me, I will never be able to re-prepare Bless, because I believe Bless I specifically took from my feet, as it's a cleric spell. So I'll just always have that.
Actually, in regards to feats, you can change out one of the options on a level up as well. Cantrip
Oh,
or
okay.
spell.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I'll remember that then. I probably won't get rid of Bless at least, though, so.
Because they are considered they are also considered, because regardless of the situation, if you're a spellcaster on level up, you can change out a spell.
Yeah, I remember that from being a sorcerer once, that was something you could do.
But
Alright.
I guess technically in regards to magic initiate, spells are their own separate feats.
Yeah, something.
Damn, I'm realizing I wanna take a cult initiate at some point, because I'm realizing that that's basically magic initiate but for warlocks.
Yeah, there's 3 of them. There's one for wizard as well.
Oh, that's fucking great. I appreciate that. Anyway, all right. Riku, who just quietly adds amongst the talking, seems the forest's picking its own champions these days. Could be worse. Could have picked frogs.
What a strange thing to say.
Why would the forest pick frogs?
What's up?
No, she's asking why would the forest pick frogs?
Why does the forest do anything? Pretty sure Oriel uses the forest to do her trickery.
So, Riku, we all are brought together for a purpose not yet known.
Who are
Do
you?
we know what
No,
we
I'm kidding.
should,
I'm kidding.
do we know what it is we should be doing first, then?
I can't imagine anything.
I mean, perhaps we should try to figure out the source of this sigil. If we could find its origin, we could find who sent it.
All I can say for sure is that it's complicated because I still have a task that I have to do tomorrow.
Do I remember the task he has to do? Can I roll for that?
I mean, you can roll.
I'll roll for it. I've rolled a nat 20 at 21.
All right. Well, you know that Riku is a part of the local Lantern Keepers. The local chapter house here. He. Let me. It's a part of the Lantern Keepers, also known as the Caretakers of the Way, and he is effectively a part of a humble group of Shrine Keepers, hunters, herbalists, and weather watchers who help preserve balance between the natural world and the spirit realm. Uh, his role effectively is to ensure that the lanterns at the shrines in the general area are stocked with the fuel to make sure that they can continue burning for the spirits.
Yeah, so Llewellyn will go to him and say, "That's right, I forgot. You have a big meeting with the keepers tomorrow, don't you?"
Oh yeah, I do also need to remark on one thing that I think a couple of you will appreciate. And I can't believe I forgot to bring this up. Is the fact that Riku is consistently followed around by a sleepy one-eyed fox spirit, like a stubborn cat that follows him everywhere like a stubborn cat.
That's adorable. Fox is just living his best life.
Llewellyn will say to Riku, well, perhaps after tomorrow, when your meeting is done, we should all reconvene at the tavern and discuss what our next move is.
Why reconvene at the tavern when we can just convene at my home? I'm sure I'll have some leftovers from the sale, and I know I'm absolutely positive Milo would like more of the boar.
Well, as long as you make some of those cookies I love, I'll be there.
You know I don't make those cookies, right?
Of course you do. What do you mean?
No, I don't make those cookies. I just get a batch from Granny Chio from time to time.
I'm gonna act genuinely shocked. I thought you told me that you baked those yourself.
I mean, everybody also knows Chio or Granny Chi Takano. She's an elder potion seller, and she's also the town gossip.
Granny,
Sounds
how do you spell it?
Granny Chi, Chi
Chi Takano makes
Takano. There's gonna be a lot of
makes awesome cookies.
there's gonna be a lot of Japanese themed names because I did heavily lean into this as a sort of anime style.
I've literally
deal.
marked her as a cookie maker.
She's
When you said
she's a
Granny
potion.
Chio, I immediately thought of Naruto.
Yeah, no, she is Chio Granny Chi Takano. She is the elder potion seller and town gossip, or as I've written down, the gossip matron.
I am purposefully leaving any notes about her being a potion seller out, so I will forget by next session and only comment on the fact that she makes cookies.
Yeah, she is also Riku's surrogate grandmother.
Well, if you still got some cookies to eat, I'll be there either way.
Oh, this is the fun part also about the fox is that I did write this down as well. The fox steals tea leaves from unattended homes.
Steals what?
The fox steals tea leaves from unattended
Oh,
homes.
tea leaves. That's funny.
I need to add fox to effectively Riku's animal companions because I'm as I started writing, I'm like, yeah, this will be fun. He's just followed around by an animal that doesn't help him, but just also doesn't want to leave him alone. But then I'm like, no, the more I'm
Is the
looking at,
fox named yet? Or...
yes, the fox is named. I think I'll just put him under. I can't put him under pet. I'll put him under the
Sidekick?
uh
You can put it under extras and familiar.
no, I
Even though
yeah.
it's not a familiar or summon. That's what I did with my
And
stuff.
once again, of course, the closest I can get is Arctic Fox. I might figure it out later. The I think only Milo and maybe even Jet might be the only ones who actually know the fox's name, but the fox's name is Kiro.
Okay. I won't add it to my notes then if I don't know its name yet.
By the way, guys, there's your K. It's Kiro.
Lego.
Now, if we can get an NOPQ to spread the gap between Milo and Riku, then we're great. Anyway, we can all meet up tomorrow at my home, since our new friends here, Ivar and Honey, will be staying in my spare bedroom, and we can figure out what's going on from there. And I guess if you all want to accompany me on my small pilgrimage for the day, then we can talk it out during that. I know Milo wants to accompany me. Mainly because it all
I'd bring
usually my pilgrimages also digress into hunting occasionally.
I bring the snacks.
Yeah. But yeah. Enjoy the rest of the festival, and then we can figure it out. And now comes the time where you all get a short time ask on possible purchases with what little money you have.
My 9 gold.
I don't got much. I'm meant to be a little farmer boy. I ain't supposed to have money.
I
Yeah,
know.
I think I chose the money option, so I spent what I spent and only have 9 left. My instruments were quite expensive.
I will say, in the essence of it being a festival, if you all
Actually,
have,
real quick, could I refund myself 35 gold since in my backstory I should technically have the loot from as a hand-me-down?
yeah,
I have a little more money that I can do
uh,
that.
for those of you who have the money and want to spend it in this way, there is, I will allow a one-time purchase of a regular potion of healing for 10 gold.
Yeah, I mean I'll buy 3 of them.
One potion of healing for 10 gold.
Oh,
The
I'll buy
rest,
one of them.
the rest is the standard price.
Um,
I'll buy one.
Could I buy one for Honey and one for myself?
Sure.
Why not?
Uh,
Seeing
uh,
what just happened, Jet will throw in the money as well.
I'll buy one as well. I have 12 gold. I'll put myself down to 2.
All right. Then that is one potion of healing for everybody.
And then I'll spend my last 2 just uh from some meat from Riku.
All right. And here we are. The last embers of the harvest festival drift into the sky like slow-moving fireflies, casting warm glows across nervous faces. Laughter returns, but is quieter, measured. Below it the pulse of the island beats, slower now but deeper. The glyph smolders in secret beneath the cobblestones, no longer glowing but not gone. 6 strangers, now drawn into a shared shadow, share glances, half-formed questions, and cider-sweet breath in the crisp festival night. What brought them together? What ancient thing called out from the roots below, and what watches still from the tall grass just beyond the torchlight? The festival is over, but the island is just waking up. And we're going to go ahead and end this session, and you all are now level 2.
Huzzah.
Nice.